Every month, we pick one lucky commenter and subscriber from all of our unboxings, and they win a £100 OnTableTop gift card. And remember to click that little bell, because that really helps us out.
Hi everybody, it's Justin from Beast of War. I've been joined by John, and today we're having a look at Blood Red Skies. What have you got for me, John?
We have the Messerschmitt 110.
Okay.
This is the twin-engine fighter that got a bit weird.
Really? Okay, how'd it get weird?
It got a bit weird. So the idea was initially that the 109s would be the interceptors.
Yes.
They would be the fast, nimble little buggers that would slip in and through and shoot down enemy fighters.
Yeah.
In that thinking, they went, right, so we need a bomber escort.
Right.
Because we can't have our fast, nimble fighters slowing down and escorting bombers.
Okay.
Let's make a twin-engine plane that will escort bombers.
Right.
So they built the 110.
Right.
And then when they were testing this idea and this theory out, they realized that the 110 was still faster than the bombers.
Right.
And wasn't particularly maneuverable enough to defend bombers.
Okay.
So they went with this sort of hybrid fighter-bomber sort of concept. It's something that a lot of countries did in the war. So the British Mosquito and stuff like that, but the Mosquito was a whole other thing entirely.
We'll talk about it in its own due time.
Yep. So the 110 was sort of fast, good, but probably better at ground attack and bomber attack rather than bomber defense.
Right.
So what they ended up doing was eventually they fitted these things with little radar sets in them, which was a really unheard of thing at the time. It's like, we can stick radar in a plane? Great. And they used them for night fighters over Germany.
Okay.
So these things would creep up behind a Lancaster using the radar to locate it, and then just let it burst off from underneath it, shoot the plane down, then swit away, and then find itself another target.
So they had the original night vision.
Well, it was radar. You're
but
looking at a cathode ray screen, and you're kind of thinking that looks kind of like a bomber.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
actually incredibly clever. All right, so let's get into the box, shall we?
Yep.
So, the box itself, gorgeous artwork on the front.
Yep, I absolutely love it. The look of these planes is fantastic.
It's something Germany did very well. They make very pretty machines.
Yep. The 109s and the 190s and stuff, so gorgeous.
All right, let's get all the bits out. So, okay, you take the minis. I'll take these and quickly show them to everybody.
Okay.
So this is our standard sheet. So you've got your rangefinder, your hits, your pilot boards, and your activated stuff, and this as well.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
So this is the standard of what you get in the box.
I'm going to lay these out flat because this is kind of cool. So this is what the planes look like when they come straight out of the box. They're pre-clipped, and if there's any assembly needed, they're pre-assembled, but I think these are a single piece plastic miniature, which is great. The only thing I'd note is that there's a little mold line along here, but that's not a big deal. You can get rid of that.
2 seconds with a blade.
Yep. But superb quality, hard plastic. It's been so long since I've done an unboxing for Blood Red Skies that the last time we did anything, it was a softer plastic that we used in the starter set.
Yeah.
Which was okay. And then the hard plastic came out, and I was like, okay, never mind.
All right, the other thing you get in the box. So how many of these do you get in this box?
We are getting 6.
6. Okay, well, you'll get 6 planes, and then you'll get 6 of the handy-dandy, super clever bases.
The tilty base.
Tilty base, so you take it to advantage, disadvantage, and neutral.
Yep.
Which I think is such a clever system for actually just marking what sort of condition you're in.
Yep. And the best thing is, that advantage and disadvantage thing in the game can mean anything.
Yeah.
It can mean your speed, your altitude,
yeah,
what pitch the plane's at, how good the pilot is.
Yeah, I actually ended up arguing with Jerry recently as to whether or not being tilted forward should be an advantage or disadvantage, and he was arguing it arse about face. So he was saying being tilted down should be at disadvantage because something's on your tail. Or no, sorry, yeah, you tilt it forward as actually you at advantage because you're going down on someone's tail, and the other one should be at disadvantage because you're climbing up and trying to get away from somebody.
It's not necessarily. I take it at face value. If you're pointing up, up is a positive thing. Up means advantage.
Yeah.
If you're pointing down, down is a negative thing relatively, and it means you're at disadvantage.
You can argue it in the comments.
You've just finished a maneuver. You're a little bit slow in your airspeed.
Yeah.
You're at a disadvantage.
Okay, we get our cards, which we always get. So, 2 attack, 1 for the maneuverability, and 7 for speed. And you've got this little number at the bottom because if you're ever tied, you use the actual speed of the machine to determine the tie.
So if the speed, in particular, if you're looking at 2 single engine fighters, the 109 and the Spitfire are very good for that in this game, where they have the same amount of movement, but one is slightly faster by a few miles per hour or whatever over the other.
You get 2 cards in the box, which I think is always handy. And then you get the special cards.
Yep.
So you've got things like your doctrine, your skills, aircraft traits, and things like that. So what have we got here? So this thing is a
heavy hitter.
Heavy hitter. So play on a heavy hitter during a shooting attack made within 3. Do add 1 firepower dice to the attack. Any successful counts as a critical. Ooh.
So that counts for the fact that the 110 has a mixture of machine guns and cannons in the nose. So that had an incredible focus fire when it got close to something.
It's got great dive on it.
Yep.
So that is on a plane with this trait during burning advantage to dive. Add the player's maximum move instead of 6 when burning advantage to dive. That's pretty nice. It's also got agile, which is some multi-engine aircraft were just as agile as single-engine fighters. On an agile plane during its activation, the aircraft suffers none of the multi-engine aircraft penalties this turn. So you can actually make this thing act like a single-engine fighter for a round. And the last one you get is this, which is seasoned pilots. I love the fact that you get these inside the box like this because it just instantly gives you those little tactics. So bonus great climb. Play in reaction to a friendly plane making a maneuver test. Do the plane re-rolls the dice for the maneuver test. So basically, this guy
gives it another chance.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very nice planes.
So shall we look at?
Yeah, you've put some of these together.
I've put a box together.
Yeah.
And I've given it a little bit of a prime. Now I spent more time cleaning the panel lines and cleaning the mold lines and stuff off. And what you're left with is an incredibly handsome looking plane. That front profile is superb looking with that twin boom tail. And just a very, very nice plane. Now, we've already done a live stream on this. I think it's in the archive somewhere, or I take one of these and I actually paint them. That's why there's only 5 of these.
I know John always likes to get painting these.
Oh, I absolutely love these planes because it's something different for me. It's something that doesn't necessarily need to be weathered to hell. And it lets you experiment with different things, particularly at this scale. It's very cool.
Yeah. Now, in the box, you do get a little transfer sheet as well with all your German markings, which is handy.
Yep, which used to be stickers.
Yes.
Why?
Really? You didn't like the stickers?
I hated the stickers. Stickers, is it a toy or is it a miniature?
Fair point.
The stickers tell me whether something's a toy or a miniature.
Yeah.
That's just me.
All
Sorry,
right.
Warlord.
Okay, well, I tell you what, everybody, get your comments down below. Tell us what you think of this aircraft. Are you enjoying your Blood Red Skies? Is there any particular aircraft you would love to see the guys at Warlord do that's maybe not already out there? Me and John will move on. We'll see you again soon.
Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.